That's right. Week 3 done. Man, a lot of guys are going to be talking about they want to be number one. There's 2 undefeated teams in the league still, so it's pretty good.
Isn't that how it is in the league, is the real league as well? Arizona's at 3-0, and who's the other team that's at 3-0?
Oh my gosh, Arizona.
Yeah, that's just
who would have thought that'd be Houston. The Texans are the other team.
Craziest of the crazy. So
yeah, guys. Well, welcome to the Week 3 recap. Going to be a little bit of trash talking going on, a little bit of, congratulating going on. So let's just dig into it, dig into these matchups.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Cream Team 702 and the Boondocks. Kyle got his win, brought him to 2-1, 145 to 105. Let's dig into that. Who are the performers there for Kyle's team?
So we got Michael Vick against Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton 49.17 against us though.
Oh.
Against us, that was brutal.
That was hard to watch.
I mean, it was awesome with that comeback, but oh man, they just tore it up.
God.
McFadden as the only offense generator on the team other than Janikowski's leg.
That was a trade that he picked up from me with Janikowski, or I'm sorry, not Janikowski, but McFadden.
For McFadden, did you get something good for him? You gave it 26.5.
I got something good. I got Eli, and a few other guys, so it worked out.
So overall, I would say that the Cream Team didn't do. Kyle he has a solid team.
The Cream Team, he needs some running backs. Come on,
yeah.
Bobby, let's work out some deals to get you a running back.
He's always trying to rip you off.
Whatever.
Promise,
That's his motto when he sees a trade. So guys, just give up when trading to these black magic ninjas because he's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to offer me a deal that's actually worth looking at. Okay, that's really what it boils down to.
All right, next matchup: the Goodfellas, the number 1 seed in our league so far, 3-0, number 1 Frank versus Auto Draft.
He edged this one out actually. Okay,
What's that?
I think it's Ben Tate that cost him that cost an auto draft here with
less than a
0.6%.
point.
Yeah,
Oh,
0.6 on the points there. But Adrian Peterson, maybe I know he picked him up in a later round, but he still seems a little bit suspect. He's going
to be iffy. They're going to be careful with him. Mm-hmm. I mean, week 1 he looked awesome, and now they kind of pulled back the reins in that game.
And it's fair enough that it was played against San Francisco.
San Fran's defense is amazing.
11.7. So DeMarco Murray 13. Brandon Lloyd 17.3. So what I'm looking at here is a lot of consistency as far as the point score. Only 2 players for him scored less than 10 points, but C.J. Spiller.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Somebody told me earlier, Dr. Casella or Frank, I'm sorry, always has all that depth. He always has all these running backs on his team, like DeMarco Murray last year when nobody knew about him.
Yep.
And they also pointed out that he always gets the injuries.
Yes.
So he has the depth, but then guys get hurt. So we were talking today. I said, dude, you got to do some trades. He's now thinking about it. He's considering it. He's another guy like you.
Is he a trader? He's
kind of like you. You got to make him a good deal, and he'll think about it. So.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got to pressure him all the way to the end. It's feed the ego. Okay?
It's like the Goodfellas thing. Forget about it.
Forget about it. Understood. All right, moving on. You better watch it. People are knocking at your door with only a 10-point victory there.
Oh. That's right. All right, Armed and Dangerous and Black Magic Ninjas. Mr. Danny Lee, 120 to Harris's 140.66. And Harris did make a name change.
Yes.
Maybe it was just for your matchup. He wanted to let you know he's armed and dangerous.
He's armed and dangerous.
And he was in your matchup, beat you by 20. What was the problem in your matchup?
New England had... Vincent Jackson, nothing there. But for the most part, they did half decent. But man, Roethlisberger 42 points. I mean, I can't do much with a 40 burger. And what is that? Ray Rice 26.5. But that was the majority of his points. His defensive players put up some decent points.
15 and 10.
Yeah,
that's
but
solid production.
Too much volatility in this, and if it were any other week, I think I would have taken him.
You probably would have, but it wasn't another week.
No,
so
unfortunately not. 1 and 2 at this point.
Lost,
so I might be up for some trades, league. Okay.
All right, I heard it. Everybody
make it
heard
decent.
that.
Make it decent.
Trades.
Don't just throw me 8 trades a week. If I ever catch any one of you proposing me a trade and then retracting before I even look at it, I would never look at another one from you.
All right, I think I know who you're talking about there, but we won't point any fingers. But that game also ended in controversy.
Extreme
Twitter
controversy.
exploded over after that game, and hopefully we get some resolution. before Thursday Night Football. You know, they're working on an agreement right now to get the refs in there. So, you know, as a fantasy fan, I'd rather see the game officiated correctly and get the right refs in there to make the right calls.
Because you don't want to be that person that not only did it cost somebody a game in the real world by bad officiating, but in the fantasy world, to us, that's way worse.
Yeah,
you don't
terrible.
want to lose that off bad officiating. I'd be
Definitely not.
You'd be sending some death threats even to
No.
that. It's like, you screwed my fantasy
That's
football
right.
team.
That's right. Anyways, guys, we got to run. We're at our time limit, but we'll see what happens week 4. Go Skins.
All right.